Hello and welcome to my channel. This is my sweet dog Bowie and I'm watching him for a couple of days, but he doesn't want to appear on camera. I wanted to... Wait, let's see if we can go to him. Hello Bowie! Ah, you're so sweet. We've been walking a lot and we've been having a lot of fun. But now, today, it is time for another makeup video. I did a little order on Boozy Shop. I got these from my mom as a gift for watching my sweet little dog, which really isn't a chore, but hey. I ordered from Boozy Shop and I just wanted to show you. You get this really nice packaging, this nice pink box. I got a personal note from Cindy. Thank you. You get some tissue paper. Let me quickly show you what I got. So what I really wanted is this pink honey glue. This is eyebrow gel. Look at this enormous jar. It actually looks like a jar of jam. And this one is actually big enough to be food. There's a little spoolie included, and I got a texture hold strawberry. From what I gathered from the site, this was supposed to be just as much hold as the regular one, but with a different scent, I guess, was the main difference. And the tub is twice as big and it was on sale, so the prices were exactly the same. So if they still have this when I upload this, I would definitely, well, if it works all right, I would definitely grab it. I've had my eye on this for a while and I needed a new brow gel, so that was really the main reason for this haul. The second reason was that I needed a new pressed powder, so I thought I'd try this from LA Girl. The Pro Face HD High Definition Matte Pressed Powder. This comes in a lot of shades. I got mine in the shade Classic Ivory. Honestly, I thought it would be a little bit lighter, but I think it'll be alright. This was the second lightest shade. And then I got a couple of small things to get free shipping, and also because I really wanted a lot of things on their site. I got this fun dip eyeliner from a Makeup Revolution brand. This is from Brie Love Revolution or something. It's a pink eyeliner, so that will be fun. And then I got some new lashes. I thought I'd try these from Essence. They're the Lash Like a Boss. I tried a pair of these before and I liked them, but they were too flared on the outside. My eyes are a little bit downturned and I don't know, for some reason those eyelashes that go wider at the ends don't really work for me. They're very apparent. So I thought it would be a good idea to try some lashes that taper in at both ends and are a little bit longer in the middle. Not much, but just a little bit. So I thought this would be nice. And they weren't expensive at all. And then the star of the show is actually this lipstick from Kimchi Beauty. I really wanted to try their brand for a long time. And they had these Sweet Candy Kisses lipstick collection. I'll pop a picture on the screen. They have a lot of fun colors. So if I like this formula, I might go in for a second color, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. For today I tried the orange. So you press this part and then the lipstick comes out. I have this super fun bright orange shade, which isn't too bright, I don't think. I think it has some pastel in here, and I thought that was the same for all shades except for the black. Yeah, really excited to try these things out. So that's all I bought, and then as a freebie I got this brush from the Boozy Shop own brand. And it actually looks pretty nice. It comes in this little case. It's the UP35. I think it's supposed to be a smudger brush, but it's a little bit bigger than the ones I have. I think you could also use it as a smaller shader brush. I think it's multifunctional. So if I remember, we're going to use this one today as well. So that was the whole section of this video, and now let's go try all these things on. I'm going to do a full face. We're going to see if we can make a proper look out of all of these things. I think it'll be a fun summery look, and let's get into it. By the way, Bowie has now settled down right over there. So if you see something on the background moving and tippling his little paws, then you know what it is. He's just so cute. By the way, if you're new to my channel, hi, I'm Cecile. I live in the Netherlands and I'm actually a university student. I do a research master, so right now the uploads aren't as frequent as usually, but I usually try to upload a couple of videos a week with makeup and fashion related content. So if that sounds interesting to you and you like what you're going to see, then please consider subscribing. So usually lately I've been doing my foundation before my brows, but I just want to see if that's actually possible with this product. Oh, it smells so strongly of strawberries. Really chemical strawberries though. I guess it doesn't say, so I'm just going to try it in my usual order. Wait, let me put this camera a little bit higher. So yeah, I usually do the eyes first, so that's what I'm going to do today. Now I have an orange lipstick, I have a pink eyeliner. Oh, Bowie is licking me. He's just so cute. Every couple of hours, I sit over there on the couch behind this thingy here, usually. And every couple of hours, he just walks up to me and he does. And then I know he wants to take a walk, so I go for a walk. It's not necessary to go that much, but I do it anyway. It's good for me too, to get some exercise. So yeah, like I was saying, orange lipstick, pink eyeliner. I want to try these lashes. So I'm thinking that I want to do something graphic with my eyeliner, or at least make the pink very thick. And to make this stand out, I'm going to need something darker underneath. So I know it's boring, but I kind of want to do neutrals underneath because it'll go with both the orange and the pink. I could also do sort of neutrally pinks. I did bring my Divine Rose 1 palette. Shall we use this? Is it too much? I kind of think it's going to be too much. I know. I'm going to use this from Charlotte Tilbury. In this palette, this is the Instant Look of Love in a palette in the shade Pretty Blushed Beauty, the lightest one. This was released last year, I think, but I'm pretty sure it's still available. I really like this palette, but I don't use the eyeshadows as much as the face shades. There's actually a pretty big dent in this bronzer. But I'm going to use these shades today, or at least these two. Maybe a little bit of this in the inner corner. They're actually really nice eyeshadows. Not exactly the same as our usual formula, but really quite decent. So we're going to use those. Just taking a little bit of my Glam Light Eyeshadow Primer. So I'm going to start off with this angled fluffy brush. And I'm going into the middle shade. This is a satin shade, which can be used all over the eye. So I'm putting this mainly in the crease. And then I'm really blending it almost towards my brows. And I'm also putting this all over the lid. This truly is quite a beautiful one and done kind of shadow. I'm really not going to do a very complicated look. And I'm also putting this underneath the lower lash line. That's nice. And now I really want to use the Boozy Shop brush, but I'm not sure if it's necessary because I like the look of using this brush. So now I'm going into this deeper matte, which is the smoke shade. And I'm just going to intensify the outer corner and into the crease a little bit. It's really not that deep, but it does create a little bit of dimension. Her eyeshadows are so easy to use. This is really only taking me like a minute. Just a little bit underneath, connecting. You know the drill. Oh wait, I can use the new brush. I'll use it for my inner corner. It's a little bit big, but it'll work. So I'm going into this glittery shade, and usually I would put this all over the lid, you know, inner corner, everywhere. But I think I'm just going to keep it right there in the inner corner, just to brighten up a little bit. That's already it for the eyeshadows. We might come back to this palette later, who knows. I did do my eyes first because I usually get a little bit of fallout with this palette. I guess I still did, but it's not as bad. I think if you want to do your base makeup first with this one, you'll be alright. Alright, let's get into the first product from the haul. This is the shade. I hope this works. It's a really stiff brush. Oh, of course it transferred. Alright, alright. It's not extremely pigmented, but I think this will work. So I'm putting down a pretty thick layer because I want it to be visible even after we apply some lashes. And then a wing. I think this is going to need another layer, but it looks alright. Okay, I have my first layer down. This brush is really very stiff. It's almost like there's no brush but just a little silicone applicator. So this is layer number 2. I don't know. It works, it works. I can use it, but it's not the easiest product. And I think I might need a third layer, but that's mainly because of the brush. Because of its hardness, it sort of removes the previous layer. So you almost have to pat it on its side. I think that's the way it works best. But you know, it works. It's fine. I really like the color. Alright, I'll take my chances. I don't feel like waiting anymore. So this is what it looks like. It actually looks pretty nice. It did what I wanted it to do. I would usually just add a little bit of brown mascara with this, just to make sure that the whole wing is visible. I don't think it's transferring too much anymore. I could potentially add another layer, but I think it looks alright. I think I'm just going to leave it like this. Let me quickly add some mascara. I'm using my Catrice Lift Up. Alright, I chose to make the lower lashes pretty intense, just to match up with the fake lashes we're going to use. So while this dries, I'll unpackage these lashes. So they're the style 5 Fearless. I think I had something like a bird or something in the previous style, or I just named them like a bird, but I believe they were something like that. So they come with a little glue and they are reusable. I always reuse my lashes 20-30 times, I don't know, until they literally fall apart. And since I didn't have any good lashes anymore, I really wanted to give a new pair a try. Let me see how big they are. Alright, I think that looks really nice. I can already see that this works better than those tapered lashes that I usually have. I have those because everyone raves about those. And they make half lashes out of them, and I don't know, on most people they look very flattering, but on me, not so much. So I am going to use the little glue that's included. I find those always work perfectly fine. And my glue is somewhere over here and I don't know where. So if you are wondering, I have the Queen Tarzi Lash Glue usually. And it works really well for me. Alright, let's see how we do. I don't think I waited long enough, but it's starting to become tacky now. No, the whole thing came off. That's just wonderful. Alright, I'm back. I took so long with these lashes that my camera actually went off. They're not perfect. Definitely not. I should have, you know, wiggled with them a little bit. Maybe trimmed the inner part just a little bit. Which I will do next time. But for now I think they look fine and I think they look really pretty. They definitely more have that they have that effect more that I want, which is just nice wispiness and not too heavy of an outer corner. So I don't think I'm going to fuss with them right now. I do think that the glue is a little bit worse than the usual glue that's included in eyelashes, like the Essence one. I don't know what they did with it. It's now blue and I don't know. I guess this side went a little bit better the second time, so because I waited long enough. So that definitely makes a difference, but I feel like my Queen Tarsi glue does the job a little bit better because my lashes are now a little bit straight and I of course want them to be shaped like my eyes. Anyway, we're not going to fuss with them right now. We're going to go into some face makeup. So I wanted to use a nice glowy foundation. So I thought we could use my Forever Natural Nude foundation from Dior. This was one of my favorite foundations last summer. And I've been using it a lot lately. So much that I think I've run out. I'm of course going to scrape the bottoms or the bottle. And I think this is enough for my face for today. But yeah, I guess I just finished that one. I think it's replaced by the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin foundation, but they're not quite the same. This Dior one is a lot lighter. Not just in coverage, it's a little bit lighter in coverage, but it mostly feels a lot lighter. And I really like this one. It does get pretty glowy pretty fast. You don't see that right now. It's not so noticeable right now. And I don't have very oily skin at all. I have normal skin. But after a couple of hours, even if I powder, this looks very glowy indeed. But I mean, I like that. I really like a glowy foundation and I think it's pretty. Oh, by the way, I have this foundation in the shade 1N. I think 0N would be a little bit better for me, but I can make it work. A little bit of concealer. I've just been using my Pat McGrath concealer. I just use a little bit, or at least I try to. I feel like I use less every single time. It's not completely true. Sometimes I forget to use less. But it really helps with creasing to only use a little bit. And since it's very full coverage, you really only need a little bit. Alright, this is the point I would usually go in with my brows, so let's do that. I have to admit, these lashes are making it a little bit difficult for me to see properly. I don't know why. It's like I have to come really close to look at the viewfinder, which I usually don't have trouble with. So I'm not completely sold on the lashes yet, but it's probably my fault. Alright, let's get into some Pink Honey. I've been wanting this product forever, ever since Robert Welsh talked about them about a year ago, but I still have my ABH brow freeze, so I felt no need. And also it's not very readily available here. But look at this giant tub. This is going to last me a couple of years, I'm sure. It comes with the little spoolie, and there's a hole in it, if you've never seen it. And you're supposed to put a little bit of water into it. Or at least a little bit of water on the spoolie. Oh, it smells delicious. So I just took a little bit of water from a bottle. And then you're supposed to evenly distribute the product like this for about 10 seconds. I think it's well been 10 seconds. So let's see what happens. Okay, okay. Oh yeah. This smells so wonderful. It smells like bubble gum lollipop, ice cream, and also a little bit like traditional makeup, like kids makeup. If this holds well, then I found my new Holy Grail brow product, because I haven't always been that pleased with the ABH. It looks fine in the beginning, even though it looks very slick. But then after half an hour already, my eyebrows are starting to fall down. And Robert Welsh has these amazing thick eyebrows, and he says this stuff works for him. So naturally, I've been wanting to try it. I just sprayed the little bottle with a little bit of Fix Plus. I don't think I added enough water. See, now there's a lot of product on this little brush, and I think I need it. Okay, maybe this was too much. I don't know. I want it to stay up really well. Okay, I definitely used enough now. So I'm just going to take the back side of the spoolie. Okay, now I use so much that my foundation is actually starting to break up. So next time I'll use a little bit less. That's okay. You live and you learn. Alright, I really like the shape my brows are in right now. I'm going to leave them alone. And once everything's dried down, I hope it does, then I'll add some brow powder or some brow gel, or I mean a brow pen or something like that. So now let's go into the powder. I had the LA Girl Pro Face High Definition Matte Pressed Powder in the shade Classic Ivory, like I said. I think this was about €6. So definitely affordable, but a little bit more expensive than my Essence one. But I've been wanting to replace that one. I'll show you. This is what it looks like. It lost its top. I have it somewhere, but it's useless. And I'm almost done with it. And once I am, I'm not going to replace it because it wasn't my absolute favorite. But I haven't found another one yet that I can use instead. So I'm hoping that this LA Girl one will fit the bill. Ooh, I like this. It actually comes with a little sponge, and there are little holes in the back. So if the sponge becomes a little bit wet, you can just leave it there to dry. I think this is supposed to be more of a powder foundation. There's no mirror, which I find a little bit annoying, but we'll manage. So I'm going to use the little sponge thingy. And I'm not planning to set my entire face with this, just my T-zone and under eyes. Oh, that actually looks really nice. It feels quite soft. It definitely feels like it set down my concealer. And it definitely removed a bit of the glow. Which, you know, I don't always love that. But that's why I don't set my entire face. Since it's a little bit hot today, I am going to set a little bit more than usual, so we can really take a look at this powder. I actually like to set my eyebrows too after using the brow gel. And I immediately see that I shouldn't have. I don't know, it's not working the way it's supposed to. See, everything is just falling down. And of course it could be me. Maybe I used too little water, maybe too much. I don't know. Wait, let me finish setting my face. I don't know, it's just, I'm going to give it another try before putting on anything on my face, but I mean, I see the hairs falling down while I'm doing it, so it's not as good as I was hoping. And now it has removed a lot of my foundation, which of course I can fix. I can fix everything, but it's just very annoying. All right, now I really want it to work. I really, really do. So 1, 2,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10.
I've gone in 10 times now. There's loads of it on my spoolie. I think it's the perfect consistency now, where it is sort of emollient, but it's not too wet. And we're just going to give it another shot. All right. Let's see, what else do we have? We still have the lipstick. That's pretty much all we have left. I'm going to quickly add a little bit of my Charlotte Tilbury bronzer, which is in the same palette. All right, they're sticking. It's working. I'm so glad. Now, of course, they have to stick for longer than 5 minutes or 1. But I think it's going to work. If I do my brows before my foundation next time, I think it'll go perfectly. Because that's what's so annoying this time. You don't want to mess with it too much, because then you remove all of your foundation. And then a little bit of blush, for which I'm also going to use the Charlotte Tilbury palette, because the blush in here is kind of peachy. And I think that's the perfect in-between between a pink eyeliner and an orange lipstick. If you think I'm rushing, I kind of am. My battery life of my camera is dying. Alright, let's go into the lipstick. So we're pushing the little button. I don't have an orange lip liner, so we're just going to leave that alone. Ooh, that looks amazing. I know it's not for everyone, but I like how it's sort of a pastel bright. So it's definitely I think it's a demi-matte formula. And it's buildable, but not much. It's actually quite pigmented straight away. But it does build up a little bit. It feels really comfortable. And it also has a little bit of a smell, but I'm not sure what it is, because the pink honey is very overpowering at the moment. So I think this is going to be the look. Alright, my eyebrows are still sticking upright. And they're starting to set down. So yeah, that was definitely the trick. You have to do the spoolie thing exactly, or at least 10 times. You have to really cover that spoolie up. And then you have to really put all that product in your brows. And then it'll work. But it will remove all of your foundation, so do it first. I really like all the products that I used. I think my under eyes look very flawless. My dog is somehow freaking out. I really like this lip color. I think it's very cool. I think it makes me look really tan, even though I am quite fair. And I actually really like this eyeliner too. And I think if I fiddle a little bit with these eyelashes, I think I'll love them too. I really like the look of them. I just don't think they're the most comfortable right now. So usually I would put a little bit of brow gel or a little bit of brow powder in my brows. But I just don't want to mess with it right now. I want to give this glue a proper chance. So I'm just going to leave this mess alone. And I'll fix it, or try to fix it. But know that it does work the best if you do it exactly the way they tell you to. So I think that's it. That's it for my video. I hope you enjoyed watching me create this look. I hope you liked the struggle, because this took me about an hour to film, and I usually don't film that long. And I really didn't do much. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.